dartsplanet.tv. Tonight is a bit of a Friday night takeover. I know you're expecting to see Gav, but you have me, Laura, who happens to be Gav's wife. And I'm also joined by Adam.
Hello.
Who most of you guys know anyway, who's part of the Darts Planet TV team and pretty good at darts too. But we've got a really special guest tonight, and it's a real honour to introduce you all to Matt, who is part of the British Disabled Darts Association, but he is also the manager / captain of the England Disabled Darts team. So thank you so much for joining us tonight, Matt. It's a real pleasure to get to connect with you. Can you just explain a bit to everybody who's watching just a bit about disabled darts in the UK and the role that you play and the association?
Right, so basically it was started by a guy over in New Zealand called Russ Strobel, who designs this board that had a normal height board.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, if you turned it around, you had a lower height board. And the idea of it was to promote equal opportunities for those with disabilities.
Yeah.
Basically. So basically, back in 2014, we had the first ever Windmill World Masters for the disabled, which was won by Welshman Ricky Chilton, who still plays.
Amazing.
And 2 years after that, the British Disabled Darts Association was formed, and we started this wonderful thing called the Road to the Windmill. So there was several events over the course of the year, and points were given, and basically the top 16 or if it was top 8 at the time went through. So when we first did our first final back in 2014, there was 8 participants. This year, probably in total, you're probably looking between 50 and 75, all trying to qualify, but obviously only 16 were at the World Masters this year.
I mean, that's phenomenal numbers, you know, and it just shows that with the growth of darts in general, and the fact that you guys are raising awareness, and that people with disabilities, there's no reason why they can't play darts. And I know you've got some incredible people in the association who and the team who play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Matt, tell me a bit about your dart career. I want to know about you and your darts.
Well, I started at the age of 11. I went to watch my dad play in the Friday night club league, just because it's where we used to go, and I sort of had the bug kind of then, and I actually ended up playing in the second year. So at 12 years old, I played my first game of darts because I was one short, and in that same year, I actually hit my first 180. So of course, from then it's just spiraled upwards. So obviously over the years, I've started to play more. I've obviously improved myself. I actually represent Chelmsford in my local Super League at the moment, so that's quite nice. And obviously then I started doing the Disability Darts 3 years ago. Actually, I thought it was a bit longer than that, but it turns out it's only 3 years ago. And I've just gone from strength to strength. I've been playing pretty steady, but you know, it's taken a while for me to get there, but you know, keep going.
Yeah, good. And I mean, the Essex Super League, from my experiences, there's really good standards. There's some great players down there. So yeah, good on you, mate. Good on you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very high standard.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Matt, how big a deal is it for you to be the England captain? Then, you know, how did you feel when you first got that?
Huge. It was a secret that was difficult to keep because I knew. Well, basically what happened is that I knew I was going to be doing the job because the World Cup was mentioned and it just needed someone to take control of it. So I just put my name forward. I chose the players that are going there. I knew for 2 weeks who I was going to take, and I actually announced the team live on Facebook on the British Disabled Darts Association page, and that was quite exciting. And I'm looking forward to it, and the fact we've got a second team going as well, so even better, gives more opportunity to other players as well. So I'm really excited.
And you must feel, I mean, so immensely proud to be representing your country. It's an incredible achievement.
In anything you do, it's anyone's dream to represent the country, whether it's football, whether it's cricket, whether it's darts, whether it's tiddlywinks. You know, to play for your country is just, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And what other countries are going to be taking part in the upcoming World Championships?
Well, you'll have the hosts, Belgium, who are fairly strong. You've got Holland. I believe there's a team from South Africa coming over. There's quite a few teams. I think the last count was about 13, 14 teams.
Cool.
So quite a few teams. So it's going to be amazing. Absolutely amazing.
That is incredible. And if you wouldn't mind, Matt, would you just explain a bit about your disability and possibly the range of disabilities that are represented within the association?
Absolutely. I mean, my disability is probably not as prominent as some other people that play in the association. I have a very mild form of cerebral palsy, so all basically mine is my left foot turns in, so I walk with a bounce, and I've got a bit of a mobility, and I get tired quite easy, whereas you've got other people who play in wheelchairs, you've got people that are missing limbs, you've actually got one particular guy, Mark Luckett, who has no feeling in his left arm and actually throws all 3 darts one at a time. So he has 3 darts in the hand like that and throws them one at a time. It's absolutely amazing. It's really one. I've got a video of it, and you show people it, and then they try it. It's so difficult.
I'm actually going home to try that.
Well, I mean, that is a really good point. How many of you out there could throw, and to get to the standard that these guys get to, with holding 3 darts and throwing them in the one hand? I think that's a bit of a challenge that Darts Planet TV should set.
Definitely.
And you guys can email your videos into us just to see how hard it actually is. I think the reason why I can relate to how hard it is, Matt, and how proud, you know, I feel to be able to get to know you and help support and raise awareness of the British Disabled Darts Association, is because I don't think most people know, but I suffer from a very rare condition called Dystonia. And there's only 70,000 people in the UK who have dystonia, and there's various different types of it. Some people just have it in one certain body part. Mine is generalised dystonia. And what that means is that the brain can't send signals properly through the rest of the body, and I have muscular spasms, which are called dystonic storms, and they can range from anything between a couple of minutes to a few hours, depending on the severity. And I'm more than happy to share a couple of photographs on the video or in the links to show you guys a bit about what it's like. So I just understand a challenge of being able to get up and do something like that and feel a real sense of achievement. It doesn't change the person I am and the fun I have or want to have, but it's really, really difficult to cope with. And I'm sure, as well as, you know, you mentioned the tiredness and things like that, there's a lot of other factors to take into account for the disabled darts players than there are for probably able-bodied darts players that don't understand. For example, I've got to, at all times, wear an alarm so that I can get help because I can't talk. And, you know, it's my entire body, so I can just hit the deck wherever I am and it starts. But, you know, you get on and you fight and you want to do more. And so I really admire you, Matt, for what you're doing.
Thank you.
I think it's really, really great. And we will put links in the video to the British Disabled Darts Association and the Dystonia Association, just to try and raise a bit of awareness, and would really appreciate if you guys could check it out. I know that today especially, Matt, has been a really tough day for you and the entire team, and it's only fitting that we should give you a moment to explain to everyone what has happened today for the team.
Yeah, unfortunately, we lost one of our founder members today, Tony the Tiger Pass. A lot of people may already know. He's quite a character that's been around the dart circuit. Even if it's writing "I love Duzzer" on his belly for a Duzzer exhibition, or wearing tiger print trousers with flashy trainers, that was Tony. He was such a great guy, and he was my reserve for the World Cup. But unfortunately, he suffers from IPF, or suffered, should I say. So his lungs wasn't at full capacity, and unfortunately caught a bout of pneumonia. So it's still quite weird to think that Tony's not here no more. But we all, the British Darts Association and England Darts, we're going to miss him terribly. And we're hoping to lift that trophy in Belgium and dedicate it to the life that was Tony Pass.
Thank you, Matt, for that, and to everyone out there, we'd just like to show our respect to Tony and send our condolences to his family and all the people in the darts community who know him, because it'll be a big miss to darts overall. So thank you for still seeing it through tonight, Matt, and still joining us. We cannot express enough how much we're backing you for the World Championships. And we will be keeping in touch from now on. We want to know how you get on. You're off to Holland next week.
I'm indeed, to the Big Dutch Open. I'm looking forward to that, definitely. It's my first time out there, and it's one of the biggest tournaments in the Bdda circuit. I think there's about 48 people entered for the disability darts. That's huge. It's massive. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, good luck with that, Matt.
Yeah,
thank you very much,
Matt. And thank you for joining us tonight. So,
you're welcome.
Guys, I'm going to do the little bit. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We'd love to hear your comments and feedback. Please be nice to me and Adam. It's our first time. So don't forget to subscribe, turn on those notifications, and we'll catch you all in the next video next time. Bye!
Bye!
Bye.